What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another FFBE news update, and today we actually got a lot of news ahead of E3. A lot of people actually call this in the comments of other videos that I've done recently. That's right, finally CG Nichol is here. Nichol, however you want to say it, is here. And honestly, I didn't know what the banner was going to look like again because I stay away from most JP spoilers that I can. But he is the only 5-star base on the banner. I thought a unit like this that everybody talks about being amazing, and I've researched, CG Nichol, and I think, yes, it lives up to the hype. Only 5-star base on the banner. That's pretty awesome. I didn't know that. I thought one of these random FFBE exclusive characters would be a 5-star, but they are not. So let's go down and talk about CG Nichol real quick. They call him Maritime Strategist Nichol. Having a merry old time. Trust Mastery Reward. Remember, 5-star going up to 6-star base support unit. Strategic Cain. Defense 40, Magic 52, Spirit 38, MP 20%, Ice and Water Resist 50%. Incredible TMR in my opinion. Giant Magic stat with some Defense and Spirit thrown on there with MP. And then you also get Ice and Water Resist 50%. It's a robe. It can go on Mastia, and I know that's a weird use to use it for, but that's so you could build up that Ice or that Water Resist up to 100% even easier if you wanted to, along with a ton of stats. Very good TMR. Excited about that. Moving on down, I'm just going to go over the abilities they show here is like Soul Stance, which costs 1,000,000 MP. I think it's over 100, but it's this big like 6-star 100 level 100 move. Boost attack, defense, magic, and spirit, and restore HP for all allies. That buff is 100%, so it's 100% boost to attack, defense, magic, and spirit. Gives you an HP restore over time, and that's all right. That's all right. If you need to cast it, you can cast it. It's not terrible, but I think the MP kind of worries me. He has Impregnable Stance. Now remember these stance moves. They're called stances. Reduce damage taken for allies for 3 turns. That's 30% damage mitigation. So he can cast that on the fly whenever he needs. Linked Stance. Enable specific abilities to be used twice in 1 turn. Guess what those are? Stances. He has so many different stances, guys. It's like he can buff, I think it shows here, Ice and Water Resist 70%. Light and Dark Resist 70%. He has the ability to cast a MP Recovery 40 MP. That is a stance move. He can double cast that. He has the ability to do buff any single stat AoE by 110%. And then also either giving you a Limit Burst increase by 150% or actually give you Limit Burst crystals. Then he has the ability to single target. It's called Lone Stance, which they don't show here. Buff somebody by 130 to all these stats. That's single target. But then again, he can cast it twice. So you could be like, single target you, both of you guys are buffed up by 130%. He also has an ability, he has 2 stance abilities, which I think are kind of, I can see them having uses. They buff either attack and magic or defense and spirit by 130%. And then they AoE take down your attack and magic for 65%. You know, if you buff defense and spirit, it's going to be negative 65% to attack and magic. If you buff attack and magic, negative 65% to defense and spirit. Also, that has a heal attached to it. So it's those are moves you guys can use. He also has some different Aja spells he can cast. He has Blazaja, and then Waterja. And then he also has the Ga spells, Blazaga and Waterga. And let's not forget, we're going to go more on this in his details in his banner review. I just want to make sure you guys understand how amazing this character is. He has a Limit Burst if maxed out. AoE 134% to all stats for 3 turns. AoE remove any of the attack, magic, defense, and spirit debuffs that are on you. AoE 20% HP heal, 20% MP heal. Okay, guys, that is an insane Limit Burst. This guy's the buffing, damage mitigating, has some, green magic thrown in there. Person you need has dual black magic cast, and then he also has the ability to do the Link Stance, which is disgusting. Very, very good units. The hype is real. This is going to be replacing your Bard on your team. It's going to be replacing, the thing he doesn't have are breaks, from my understanding, from what I'm reading up right now. So that kind of sucks. However, you can always have somebody else break. I think it's replacing Soleil on your team, obviously. Except for the breaks part. That's the part I'm trying to say. Not, I don't know, it sounds weird. It's like, oh yeah, he didn't even replace Soleil. It's like, no, that's all I was trying to say. Sorry. He will be replacing Soleil. What I'm trying to say is he doesn't have breaks. That's all. I just want to make sure you guys understand that. So on your team, you're going to have probably someone else to be doing breaks. But yeah, amazing unit. Very, very good. Moving on down, we have Lexa. Black magic. Very cool sprite. Very cool that the staff just hovers in front of her. Looks like she's like a business dark mage. Trust Mastery, boost magic and spirit when equipped with a rod. I do believe magic is 40% and spirit is 20%. So very good TMR. Just another way for us to have different mages boosted up. Again, anytime you want to use magic and spirit at the same time when you do an attack, be looking into this TMR. Other than that, her big draw, in my opinion, is the ability to tornado chain into Ariosia chain, excuse me. So that's going to be similar to Shantoto and Barbarisha, where they can chain up, you know, they can use tornado to build the chain, then Ariosia to finish it. She's going to add another unit that can be added to be able to do that for your 10-man trials or even your normal 5-man teams. Moving on down, we have Elvis, and I don't think Elvis has anything going for him except for how amazing he looks and the fact that I didn't get a Vargas and I get this awesome TMR. Flaming Blade Agni, attack 125, fire resist 15%, has fire element thrown on it. That is a great sword, and again, I didn't get Vargas, so I never got that fire great sword. No. Now I can get one, and this is a 4-star unit. So you have double 4-star unit on this banner. Moving on down, we have Merrill. Nothing too crazy here. 3-star going up to 5-star base. 3-star base going up to 5 stars. Attack 120, Lightning Elemental, Thunder Axe, Coronos. So essentially, if you need an axe, I think this is a unique enough TMR to where you get one. You don't really farm it. You keep it in your back pocket until you need this. Very cool looking TMR though. And moving on down, we have Chari. Chari gets a 6-star upgrade. The changes for Chari are like, she has the ability, I'll show you. She has the ability to give Dragon Killer on to a single target ally for magic or for physical. So if Cain didn't hate dragons enough, or Dragoons didn't hate dragons enough, you can help them out by doing this. And Xyrus, you can help Xyrus out, help dragons too, kill dragons too if you wanted to. Chari also has the ability to re-raise, I do believe, to cast a re-raise. So there could be some uses for Charis in situations where you need a re-raise from a unit that is a 3-star base, now being able to go up to 6-star. So that's something to look into there, guys. So overall, Banner has some nice TMRs. Banner has, I think Lex is going to have her uses. Everybody else doesn't really, maybe Chari, but the other two don't really have a place for me in a team. But then again, you're all going for CG Nichol. You guys been, you know, saving your tickets for this guy for a while, and he's definitely worth it. I mean, think about it. On-demand MP regeneration that you can double cast. You get 80 MP recovery to everybody on your team. On demand, 30% damage mitigation with any buff you want, and then you could also start buffing everybody up by 130% if you want to. And then and he has dual cast, so if you want to throw some other kind of cool things on him, such as different types of green magic where he can also buff them, that's something. I do believe he also has an ability where he can buff all elements by 40%, which isn't as much as, you know, the 70% are what we're really looking for. But that could be in handy too, because that's essentially Riku casting like Synthesis and going into a remove where it's 30% and then cast 40% to everybody else on elements. He can just do that on command and just cast it up. Let me make sure that's a Link ability. Or it's Enlightened Guard. It is not a stance ability, so you're gonna have to cast that on its own, it looks like. But yeah, crazy unit. Moving on down, we had a lot of other news coming out. So where the destinies intersect, this is just going to be your base story mission. You're going to be learning about CG Nichol a little bit more. Gale Rod, which looks like the rod from our Black Mage we just looked at. Attack 14, Magic 82, Wind Elemental, Enable Ariora. I have a real hard time saying Ariosia or the Ario spells for some reason. My tongue just doesn't want to do it. That's when we all know what that is. It's wind damage to all enemies. It could be good because it has a wind element attached to it. Very unique. Merald's Belt. MP 20%, attack and magic 5%, defense and spirit 5. Not really too excited about that one. But you guys are going to be able to go in here and farm enhancement materials. Things like that. Yeah, that has to be Alexa's rod, right? Like that looks just... it doesn't look just like it. But maybe this is just like a higher res version of it. Looks very similar. Moving on down, we get to battle Cain. Yes, that's right. We have to fight Cain in FFBE. Now, he's not vulnerable to breaks, so you can't break him. But Man-Eater can still prove effective, because that baby, that's a man. Cain is a man. Woo. Cain is a man, and we're going to have to fight him. The problem I have with this trial right here is I think all of the rewards suck besides the Dark Resist 20%. I mean, Trust Moogle's always good, I guess. You know, 10,000 of the pink tails, who cares? You guys have probably been farming the crap out of that. You don't really need that. It helps, but Dark Resist 20%. If we need to become resistant dark, that's going to help us out with that. Then Mental Clarity, boost attack and spirit 20%, nullify confusion. I mean, I don't even know if I'd go for that. Like, that seems real bad, like, for me. Because there's all kinds of confusion resist. Lots of units are already confusion resisted. And attack and spirit 20% is just a waste. It's a waste of a materia slot. What are you doing? I'm going to still fight King, so it's going to be fun. But yeah, that's there. And then we have Techmine. Techmine. God, I'm making terrible jokes today. Techmine, I think a very cool looking unit. A very cool looking boss that we're going to be fighting. Chamber of Arms boss. From what I've looked into this boss, it does that whole thing where it's like, now I'm physical resist. Now I'm magical resist. And I hate that. I don't like that mechanic at all. I think they should have done something like, now I have a magic shield you have to break down. And then if you have a strong enough unit to break that magic shield, then you can go to town with your physical. But I guess I understand what they're doing. It's just, it's getting old. It's like every one of these Chamber of the Arms bosses. I'm resist to magic. No, I'm resist to physical. It's like, stop. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one. I just don't like that too much. But I've heard strategies of where you take hybrid damage. Again, the hybrid doesn't give a crap. It'll be able to chain up, and then you take like either a physical finisher or a magic finisher. Then you chain it up with your 2 hybrid units, and those are Yuri and then Waduhek, the little fox dude, or I guess he's like he's a specific kind of, like Kinshura is, specific kind of creature. But you take them and you chain them up, and then you finish with something like that. Techmine does have a lot of imperils already put on him, 100%. So he's like down 100% to a lot of the elements. We're gonna be able to look into that. Can be broken. Does a lot of light damage. So and also takes down your light resist. So we're gonna have our tanks like Mastia be 100, I think it's like 150% resist to light. I think he takes it down by 50%. That way she's not taking any of that AoE light damage when she covers. And then I think he does a lot of physical damage too, so we need a tank who could take the physical damage. Some people like to do the whole I'm gonna dodge all those physical attacks. Some people don't. I like to not do that, but it's a mechanic in the game you guys can take advantage of. And then also this guy does like a single target death, so he will cast single target death on someone. So you need to make sure you have your Genji shield, your safety bit, things like that to avoid getting hit by that. And that'll be coming out Thursday. The problem I have with this is, although we do get Thor's Hammer, attack 145, enables Thor's Rage when equipped, deal partial unmitigated lightning damage to an enemy. Not too excited about an attack 145 hammer. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments below why I should be excited about that. But overall, the rewards for Cain and in this trial, not really the most excited. And then we have equip helm, can equip helms. Again, not the most excited for that one either. So maybe I should just be excited about the fight itself and having something to do. So there's that. Moving on down the list, just talks about, you know, CG Nichol, everything about that. Cactuar dudes are coming out, and then they also touch up on that we can get Chari up to 6-star now. Maintenance happening tonight. So that's all the news, guys. Pretty cool stuff. We get 2 fights we get to do in Cain. I think it's on Friday, and then we get to fight Techmine on Thursday. So I'll try to have a guide out tomorrow on it, depending on like what kind of route I want to go with it. It'll be way easier if I went the whole, I'm going to make a dodge unit and have them dodge all the physical attacks. I'm going to be taking Rose's 6-star in there. That's going to be interesting. Probably Warrior of Light, Mastia. I might try the whole hybrid units chaining up and then finishing with a magic finisher, and then having we're of course taking Setzer in there. If we need a physical damage finisher, we're taking Setzer there, load him up with a bunch of man-eaters. That's what I'm going for. And then Friday we're going to be summoning for Nichol. Obviously we're going to have to try to get him. Only 5-star based on the banner, but normally when that happens, you know, bad things start happening. Lightning start popping up, you know, mercenary Ramses start popping up, all kinds of bad things start popping up. And lastly, I do want to remind you guys again, tonight at 8 p.m. EST, we're having the official FFBE Square Enix Live presents whole hour of hopefully awesome things. Just Cause 3 was a little bit off there on the radar, but they're probably going to provide us a lot more stuff, talking about the global anniversary, I hope, and maybe some JP news too. So you guys can join me on my Twitch stream. You can find the link in the description below, or you can go watch it on the official Square Enix channel. Either way, I don't want you guys missing it. Remember, 8 p.m. EST tonight. That's what it's going to be happening. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you're most excited about. I'm really disappointed with the Cain, what we get for fighting Cain, but I guess it's just going to be cool to fight a giant Cain anyway. And subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys in the next video.